Alright, let's continue with chapter 1. I know, she says, staring down at the 20 in her hands, but I thought maybe you could use something a little sooner. Just because I chose to skip dinner one night? I should have just pocketed the money, so she wouldn't have known. But that would be like stealing from her, and karma's a bitch. Maybe it's more than just the unused 20. Maybe I'm giving off an extra worrisome vibe that I'm unaware of. I stand up and check myself in the mirror. I try to see what she sees. Everything looks to be in order. Shirt buttons are lined up, hair has been tamed. I even took a shower last night. I haven't been taking as many showers lately because it's such a pain to have to cover my cast. First with the plastic wrap, then with the shopping bag and duct tape. It's not like I get dirty anyway. Ever since breaking my arm, I basically just sequester myself in my room all day. Besides, nobody at school will be paying attention to how I look. There's something else happening in the mirror that I'm only noticing now. I'm biting my nails. I've been biting them this whole time. Okay, the truth is I've been dreading this day for weeks. After the safe isolation of summer, returning to school always feels like sensory overload. Watching friends reunite with their bro hugs and high-pitched screeches, the cliques forming in corners as if all parties have been notified in advance where to meet. Bent over laughter at what must have been the funniest joke ever told. I can navigate my way through all of that because it's familiar to me by now. It's the stuff I can't predict that concerns me. I barely had a handle on the way things were last year, and now there will be so much newness to absorb. New wardrobes, tech, vehicles, new hairstyles, colors, lengths, new piercings and tattoos, new couples, whole new sexual orientations and gender identities. New classes, students, teachers, so much change, and everyone just marches on like nothing's different. But for me, every new year feels like starting from zero. My mom is also visible in my mirror, the tassel of her personalized keychain dangling from her pocket. Over the years, I've elevated many crummy gifts, mugs, pens, phone cases, by simply slapping Mom or Heidi on there somewhere. Poking around my room in her scrubs, she looks more like a forensic scientist than a nurse. A very tired forensic scientist. She was always the young mom, because she had me right after college, but I'm not sure the title still applies. Lately there's this permanent fatigue in her eyes that seems less to do with how much sleep she manages to squeeze in each night, and more to do with her finally starting to look her age. "What happened to all your pins?" she says. I turn and face the map on the wall. When I started working at Ellison State Park this summer, I got into the idea of trying to hike all the best trails in the country. Precipice Trail in Maine, Angel's Landing in Utah, Kalalau Trail in Hawaii, Harding Ice Field in Alaska. I had them all marked on my map with different colored pins. But after how the summer ended, I decided to take them all down, except one. I thought I'd focus on one at a time, I say. The first one I'm hoping to do is West Maroon Trail. "And that's in Colorado?" my mom asks. She can see it on the map, but still she needs confirmation. I give it to her. Yes. The breath she takes is painfully showy. Her shoulders practically lift up and touch her ears before they drop down even lower than they hung before. Colorado is where my dad lives. Dad is a word you have to be careful about using in our house. And the same goes for any word that makes you think of my dad, like Mark, or in this case, Colorado. Mom turns away from the map and presents me with a face that is meant to be brave and carefree, but looks exactly not those things. She's wounded, but still standing. That makes two of us. "I'll pick you up right after school," she says. "Have you been writing those letters Dr. Sherman wants you to do? The pep talks? You really have to keep up with those, Evan." I used to write a letter every single day, but over the summer I slacked off. I'm pretty sure Dr. Sherman told my mom, which is why she's been nagging me about them lately. I was just working on one, I tell her, relieved to not have to lie. "Good. Dr. Sherman is going to want to see it." "I know. I'll finish it at school." "Those letters are important, honey. They help you build your confidence, especially on the first day of school." Ah, yes. Another clue for why she thought today in particular warranted a visit to Dr. Sherman. I don't want another year of you sitting home alone on your computer every Friday night. You just have to find a way to put yourself out there. I'm trying. It's not like I'm not trying. She spots something on my desk. "Hey, I know." She pulls a Sharpie from the cup. "Why don't you go around today and ask the other kids to sign your cast? That would be the perfect icebreaker, wouldn't it? I can't think of anything worse. That's like panhandling for friends. Maybe I should find an emaciated puppy to sit on the corner with me. Really dial up the sympathy. It's too late. She's in my face. Evan. Mom, I can't. She presents the Sharpie. Seize the day. Today is the day to seize the day. This sounds like a horoscope. You don't have to add today. Seize the day already means seize today. Whatever. You're the wordsmith. I'm just saying, go get 'em, eh? Without meeting her eyes, I sigh and take the Sharpie. Eh. She heads for the door, and just when I think I'm in the clear, she turns with an uneasy smile. I'm proud of you already. Oh, good. Her smile sags a bit, and she walks off. What am I supposed to say? She tells me she's proud, but her eyes tell a different story. She ponders me like I'm a stain on the tub she can't wipe clean no matter what product she uses. Proud of me? I just don't see how that's possible. So let's just keep lying to each other. It's not like I totally mind the sessions with Dr. Sherman. Sure, our conversations are scheduled, inorganic, and typically one-sided, but there's some comfort in sitting down and talking with another human being. You know, besides my mom, who's so busy with work and classes she's hardly ever around, and who never quite hears what I'm saying even when she's listening, and is also my mom. I call my dad every once in a while on the few occasions where I have news worth sharing, but he's pretty busy. The problem with talking to Dr. Sherman, though, is I'm bad at it. I sit there struggling to squeeze out even the simplest monosyllabic answers. I assume that's why he suggested I write these letters to myself. He told me it might be a better way of extracting my feelings and could also help me learn to be a little easier on myself. But I'm pretty sure it makes things easier for him too. I open my computer and read what I've written so far. Dear Evan Hansen, sometimes these letters do the opposite of what they're intended to do. They're supposed to keep my glass half full, and occasionally they do brighten my outlook, but they also remind me that I'm not like everyone else. No one else at my school has an assignment from their therapist. No one else at school even has a therapist, probably. They don't snack on Ativan. They don't shift and fidget when people come too close to them, or talk to them, or even look at them. And they definitely don't make their mother's eyes well up with tears when they're just sitting there not doing anything. I don't need reminding. I know I'm not right. Believe me, I know. Today is going to be an amazing day. Maybe if I just stay here in my bedroom, then it might actually come true. Just be yourself. Yeah, sure. Okay. So that's the end of the first chapter. It's gotten me interested in the book, so I hope it's done the same for you. Seems very relatable so far, especially with you guys who might have anxiety or some depression. This might be a very relatable character for you. So that is the end of this video for today, part 2 of the video. I hope you enjoyed the chapter, and don't forget to choose your short story for your final assessment and get it to your Google Classroom by Monday. And don't forget to submit your reading log 3 today. All right, have a good rest of your day and enjoy your weekend. Bye.